dismissal. Samit Patel will be kicking himself, but he has to go because Dushmantha Chameera has got his second wicket in consecutive overs. And Viking in trouble, 82 for 4. Patel gone for 30. Angelo Pereira playing in his first game. Another player with Sri Lankan colours, lots of experience, 90 games. A pretty decent strike rate. Well, we spoke about how important that last partnership was for Dambulla Viking, and this partnership is the last of the recognised batsmen. Then Pulina Taranga is an all-rounder, and then you go down to the bowlers.
Yeah, Pereira making his first appearance in this Lanka Premier League. His work is cut out.
Strangled down the leg side, the second player to get dismissed in this sort of fashion. Samit Patel just losing his balance, falling over. A little bit of a roll across the seam of the ball to take the pace off. He's been quite pacey, but his variation doing the trick and being assisted with that shot by the batsman. Very unfortunate.
Oisha, a late addition to the Dambulla Viking side.
And T20 cricket allows you to play the mind games, as they say. If you look at Colombo Kings and how they bowled in the first 5 to 7 overs, they took pace off the ball. Now they're using pace on the ball. So again, just trying to confuse the opposition batting. And it's paying dividends. Already 4 wickets and they're taking control.
Now they're using pace at the moment, but not forgetting the advantages those slow deliveries can bring to you. And that's how they managed to remove Samit Patel.
Good pace, good pace. Dushmantha Chameera can work up a good head of seam. Again, you look at it, he's consistently in that 140 area. Darren, you spoke about, in fact, it's 80. Well, the current rate, a little while ago, the current rate would have taken them to 179. You could see what has happened with that wicket. It's now just under 150. And if you look at the Dambulla Viking batting approach, obviously it's different. We've seen batsmen looking to express themselves, looking for quick singles, quick runs, boundaries. But this is different. See, my point or my question to both of you, I mean both top order batsmen in your day, is it determined by the pitch, you think, or is it the state of the team, the mindset? Because Dambulla obviously Viking have been struggling. They've been still looking for their combination. They're still not very confident out there, or at least that's how they look.
Was he stumped? There was a bit of a delay by the wicketkeeper. Chandimal it was, which probably allowed the batsman to get back. A review will settle this decision. Legal delivery.
Big moment for Dambulla Viiking. A very big moment in the innings. Dasun Shanaka. Well. Oh, he just managed to get in. So the Dambulla Viiking supporters will breathe a little bit easier. The captain's still there. Chandimal struggled a little bit.
Good bowling though. Leg spin is not afraid of flighting the ball. Looking to get some spin, and it's not out. And once again, a bit of turn for the leg spinner.
Just waiting for that point. I'd like to hear your views.
To answer your question, Roshan, any T20 team has to play to its strength. And I think as a batting unit, you want to capitalize on the power play overs with the restriction of only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. So you've got to be ultra aggressive. So if you're opening the batting, yes, it's cricket at the end of the day, and as a batsman, you've got to assess the conditions, understand which shots are on, understand which bowlers are the biggest threat to your wicket, and play accordingly. That's where the skill and the assimilation of the conditions, they all come into play. But at the end of the day, it's about scoring runs in quick time for your team to give you a competitive advantage.
That's a very long run.
And also the situation will dictate terms too. You know, if you set up the tone of the game through your openers quite well, then you keep on going with the momentum. And you have to look at the opposition as well. And if you glean the right information and you prepare well, do the diligence, you come out with the right ideas and employ the right strokes according to the state of the surface, the chances to excel get brighter. Good running, very good running. That's what they have to do very often to get to a decent total. After 12, it's 88 for 4.
Most valuable player of the tournament, Tisara Pereira, just under 100. Danushka Gunatilaka played it blind yesterday, right on top. A few 90s there. Samit Patel just under 90.
My 11 Circle, Lanka Premier League. Of course, many of you would have downloaded the app and selected your fantasy team for today's match. We hope that you've selected the right players, because if you can score maximum points, you can be a champion. You play alongside a champion and be a champion as well.
That's true.
And Darren, it's becoming difficult for the fans to actually pick because there are plenty of options now. As the tournament is hotting up, the players have started to react. And there's so many options now in bowling, spin department, batters, and also the wicket keepers.
The Lanka Premier League still in its early stage, but I can tell you it's hotting up. A lot of interest, good contests.
In terms of the fantasy teams that you're picking, I'm sure bowlers will come more in focus. Given what we're seeing today, what we saw yesterday, we should be able to get you more points than what we've seen in the earlier matches.
Initially, what you saw, the faster bowlers, they were reluctant to bowl those heavy balls. Now pelting the batsman with the short pitch deliveries. In the previous over, we saw Chamira welcoming a new batsman at the crease with 3 consecutive bounces. So now they're getting the hang of it. They're gaining more and more confidence. Top edge and clear the boundary. It's a 6.
Extra pace, and Chamira's extra pace just making sure, and a lot of bat on it, possibly a top edge, doesn't matter, just breaks those monotony of dots and singles. Short delivery just above his eye line.
Yeah, runs bring relief for the batsman in this format. If you have eaten up a few deliveries, then a boundary or a 6 is comforting.
I know we've been talking a lot about the Colombo Kings and their bowling. Dambulla Viiking is still in a good position batting-wise. Yes, they've lost maybe a wicket or 2 too many, but still they have a chance of getting to 170. And I say that because what we've seen in the first 5 overs, they've scored at around 7 to 8 runs per over, and then in the next 5, around 9 to 10. So only the better teams in T20 cricket are able to score higher in the middle phase of the innings, and they've done that. So not a bad position. The big challenge will be, can they finish well, and do they have the power batsmen to hit the boundaries, maybe in the death overs?
I'm with you, because Dambulla Viiking have a good bowling attack. They can defend it if they if they get to 170. What do you think, my friend?
I agree. Talk about it. 10 runs off the over, 98 for 4. $98 for 4. Well, we got 7 overs to go. We were talking about the 170 target. Darren was talking about a good finish. Now, to do that, I believe that this partnership needs to bat a little bit deep. That's one. And Dasun Shanaka, he's going to be the key as far as I'm concerned, because he's the one who can really move things along. And it's going to get runs here down to deep mid wicket, and it will be 4. So it's the 100 for the Dambulla Viiking, and this man, Dasun Shanaka, needs to be there.
Yeah, he needs to cash in. He was given an opportunity. Chandimal could have stumped him out, or wasn't to be. Now he has to cash in.
And just to finish on that, Pulina Taranga, who's coming in next, can really hit the long ball. He's a quick scorer. Behind square leg, good work in the deep. That came quickly.
I also felt when Dasun Shanaka elected to bat first, he took into consideration that this is a pitch that was used previously, and batting second on this type of surface will be challenging, especially with the conditions around. So, as you rightly said, he's putting that onus on his bowlers to win him this game. They still have a lot to do with the bat, but that's not a bad strategy. If you think your strength lies in your bowling, put runs on the board and allow your bowlers to win you a match. We've been talking a lot about the turn. Myself, Amir Sohail spoke about it before the start of this match. 5.3 degrees. That's significant. And I'm sure it will be an incentive for Dambulla Viiking and their spinners when they get their chance to bowl. So, a challenge for batsmen on this surface.
Yeah. The best thing Amir did in his spell, he flighted the ball, bowled it slower. In the air, into the gap. And my 11th circle. Champion shot that was.
Angelo Pereira, short and wide. Damika Prasad, well, he's returning after injury. He's worked really hard, but he's not possessing the same pace he used to have. So that gave him a bit of space outside the off stump. But just going back to Dasun Shanaka's decision, he's playing 4 spinners. So obviously he's expecting this pitch to help them. Colombo a leg spinner and Pulina Taranga bowls leg spin. Then there are 2 left-arm spinners.
Apart from the beauty of Sri Lanka that you're seeing, we also have another sponsor that is on board, Munchikome, flavored rice cracker to enrich your snacking moments. Most Sri Lankans will know about this brand and we've been enjoying it. Another My 11 Circle champion shot. This is going to be a welcome relief for Dambulla Viiking.
It's turning out to be a good over for them. Prasad has been all over the place in this over. His ball wide of the stumps. His ball long hopped. Working in the favour of the batsman. He should be relieved in this over. These 2 batsmen picking up 2 boundaries.
13 runs already. No ball. No ball.
Isn't it a crime? Overstepping. The opposition, who was feeling a lot of pressure before this over, they must be feeling relieved. Opportunity to pick up easy runs. And the set batsman on strike, their captain, Shanaka.
That was the effort ball. He was going at about 120 and that went to 130. So searching for some extra pace, just overstepping, but goodness. Overstepping in T20 cricket. Dasun Shanaka on strike. Slams it. A boundary. It's a big over. 19 runs off it. It's 117 for 4. Right, 117 for 4. It's time again for the strategic timeout. 117 for 4. This partnership gradually developing for the Dambulla Viking. It's an important partnership. 6 overs to go. 36 legal deliveries. How much will they profit, the Dambulla Viking? That's the question. As long as Dasun Shanaka is around, there's a lot of hope.
And that's why it was a very important strategic timeout for the Colombo Kings, because they needed to rethink their strategies. And I think Angelo Matthews has gone with the right option. The most experienced bowler, Udana.
Angelo Matthews, he's got a task on his hand to select his remaining bowlers after this over. 5 overs remaining. You'll think that Chamera will get an opportunity again. He's bowled 3 overs, 2 wickets, and just conceded 15 runs. So Udana, you'd expect to bowl his full complement of 4.
So it still leaves 2 more overs. So he'll have to pick, maybe himself could come on and bowl an over, take a lot of pace off the ball if he wants to.
Still 170 on the cards, because both these batsmen, they got their eye in, they got the measure of the pitch, they've got their bearing right, looking dangerous.
One thing I've seen at the international level in T20 cricket is leg spinners bowling in the death phase of the innings too. And that's not a bad option to choose, especially when you have spin-friendly conditions. You think of Adil Rashid, you think of Adam Zampa, Rashid Khan. All these bowlers are ranked in the top 10 T20 bowlers in the world. So that's a trend that I've seen at the international level. And surely I would like captains to trust their leg spinners even in the death overs and that phase of the innings too.
White ball.
Should be a wide. Does it tell you something? Leg spinner excelling in pressure situations, especially in the death of the innings, because most of the batsmen, they are looking to heat the ball towards mid-wicket. Strong grip on the bat and ball turning away brings a lot on the table. So I think it's a good point for the bowlers to think, who are required to bowl in the depth of the innings, what they should be looking to do and where they should be looking to bowl.
So Roshan, I'd like to see Qais Ahmed bowl his full complement of 4. He's bowled 3 already.
Yeah, and also if you looked at what Udana did in this over, one delivery he went quick, but he was not taking the pace off with the back of the hand. I think he was rolling his fingers over the ball. He was taking a lot of pace. He was looking to try and bowl cutters. So it's an indication as to where this pitch is.
Ganga, how are you communicating with the captain? He heard you.
I wish.
What are the tools? Come on, let us in on the secret.
Telepathy.
Ganga has a lot of tools. He doesn't tell us what it is.
Name one.
He doesn't tell us. So how would I? Talking about the pace of Isur Udana, if you just look at that, the first 2 deliveries took a lot of pace off the ball, but not in the way he generally does it. High, should be taken. Chandimal underneath it, takes it quite well. Great work, because if you look at the way he ran for it, he made sure that the others were moved away. It's pretty confident, got underneath it.
That got to work for him. Finally. You know, that's the thing in T20 cricket. Couple of dot deliveries, mounts up the pressure, demanding from the batsman to do something special. He opted to hit the ball towards mid-wicket, and guess what happened? Outer edge, because the ball moved away from the batsman. Timely wicket. Angelo Pereira contributing with 21. It's 120 for 5.
Angelo Pereira, Roshan, I heard he comes from a very good college, St. Peter's College.
Yeah, of course, he comes from a good college. No doubt about it. But that's not the only good college.
I guess that's yours, isn't it?
There are many more good colleges around, for your information. 121 for 5.
The business end now, 15 overs gone, 121 for 5. So there's just the 5 overs remaining in this really important game. Ali. He's going to be facing, in fact he's not, he's at the non-strikers end. There he is, just practicing a couple of shots. Oh, that's a bit of a freebie. That's a buffet ball, and that's gone for 6 runs. Right out of the screws.
Dustin Shanaka not going to miss out on that. As you say, Hazy, it's a free hit for him, that. Big partnership, this one. Oh, that's just a hip-high full toss. Dustin Shanaka, a player of his class, is not missing out on that.
Look, if they're not careful, they're going to find themselves in trouble, the Colombo Kings. They were going along nicely, just being a little clumsy, plenty of wides. There's 21 extras on the board. Last 5 overs, 10 and over gets the Dambulla Kings to 170. And as we know, runs on the board, always crucial.
These extras are getting out of control. 15 wides in the 21 extras. Nicely bowled, nice pace through the air.
That's also 2.5 overs, Hazy, there. A quick 20.
Good connection. That's gone over the top as well. 6 more. That's the second maximum in this over.
And
these big hits make a big difference.
And that is a very, very good shot from Dustin Shanaka. He's hit with the spin into his area where he's very proficient. Over extra cover, down the wicket. Beautiful weight transferal, everything right there. Good connection, 6.
Long levers. Look at the way he swings that bat. The back lift and then right through. Good player.
There's a nice little replay there. We could see actually when the ball was released, then he actually went down the surface. He knows that there's a bit of air. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. That is a superb delivery. Good comeback.
That should encourage the Dambulla Kings too. They got spinners in their ranks and they got to try and take the opportunity to find that spin. Great angle, turn.
But in the end, it's 134 for 5, 13 from it. Four overs to go. Look at those extras, 21. I wonder if that's going to bite them in the end.
All that scorecard needs is a 20 or a 30 from Anwar Ali. That'll get them to a very competitive zone. The best for the Kings, Dushmantha Chameera. I'm sure the coach pretty excited about what he's seeing from Chameera today.
2 for 15 his return right now, and he's been bowling plus 140. Oh, that's picked up superbly. That is an extraordinary shot. That is an amazing stroke first up.
What a good shot there by Dasun Shanaka. Just rocked back and hit it for 6. Wait again, through the ball. He is playing a very, very good little cameo here and getting them to something very exciting.
We are seeing some really good cricket now. It's quite amazing, this game. I thought the first 5 overs I was going through the motions a bit and a couple of soft dismissals, and then now it's for the last little while it's clicked into some really good quality action. And that's a good start to the over. 6 off the first ball means this one could convert into a big over and make a big difference. Good comeback, slow delivery.
Dushmantha Chameera changing his pace up there. Slow ball out the back of the hand. Well bowled at this point of the game. He executed that very, very well. Good to see him with that in his arsenal as well.
Joint leading scorer in the tournament so far, Dasun Shanaka.
I guess the ideal scenario is to get him back on strike. Ali on strike now. And he does that. Nicely played. That's a single down to third man. So skipper back on strike.
On top of the list is Danushka Gunatilaka of the ball Gladiators. He's been contributing with the bat, but still no winning cause for the Gladiators.
Anwar Ali as well, very dangerous cricketer. He hits a very hard ball. Has played particularly well for the Quetta Gladiators in the PSL. Very, very good all-round cricketer, and somebody very good at the back end of the innings.
I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be able to get 12, 13, maybe even 14 runs and over from here. 5 wickets in hand. Shanaka is in form, striking the ball nicely. He gets some backup from Ali as well. That's a wide. Extra delivery coming up.
But the firepower is here. These two, they're 5 down already. Pulina Taranga coming in for his first game, a youngster. It'll be a hard ask too for a new batsman to come out and play shots like Dasun Shanaka and what Anwar Ali can do. That's why I said Anwar Ali, a 20 here, does the job.
16 wides is... well, that's going to make the bowling coach and the head coach tear their hair out. And the Sri Lankan coach tear it... no, sorry.
He got no hair. What are you talking about, hey? Sri Lankan coach got no hair.
I realised. Hard down the ground, ricochet. She'll be able to come back for the second.
Hit it so straight. The extra ball that has been bowled, we spoke about 16 wides, and the extra ball that they've conceded has gone for 15 runs, so that's a lot of runs conceded. Dasun Shanaka, you can't hit it straighter than that. That would have beaten both fielders at long off and long on. That hard, that straight.
So that's 22 runs, let alone the extra ball again, which was maybe the 8th ball. So there's more and more and more. That's a captain killer, that one.
That's what I really enjoyed from Dushmantha Chameera. Go back to what you do best. What he does best is he hits a hard length with pace. The back of the hand slow ball worked well for him at the start of the over, and then he got the next one wrong. There we go. See him pace. Hit his hard length.
But Shanaka, he'll be gutted because third man in the circle. At that pace, all he needed was a little bit of bat to get it over the fielders in the circle.
Last ball now of the 17th over. 11 runs from it so far. Healthy. Can they finish in style? Can't get past that big mitt of Andre Russell. It would have gone for 4 had it been maybe another foot further away from him. It didn't, so 12 off, 146 for 5. look at the Cycle Incense Fair Play Award as it stands at the moment. Now, those two teams, 1 and 2, are the two teams that had a bit of a tussle on the park yesterday. So they would have lost, I guess, a couple of points, but this is up until now. Colombo Kings down the bottom at this stage.
Oh, there was plenty comedy. Afridi's expressions. Mr. Ravin Vikramaratne, Vice President, Sri Lanka Cricket, domestic, and also the tournament director of the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League.
Hondo Russell now into the attack. First time we've seen him. No real pace in that delivery. That's just rolling the arm over a little bit. He's had some knee problems over the years. He's got a bit of a hamstring that he's okay with, but he's just looking after the fraction.
He was saying earlier today that that he felt that he was getting back to a little bit of his fitness, and hopefully by the end of the tournament he'll be able to bowl his rockets again.
Dropped.
Very gentle run up though. He's relying on his shoulder. It's not pushing him as much. He doesn't need to hit shoulders like that.
I was going to say, yeah, exactly right. 150 k's per hour with those shoulders.
So you guys listening to me today? Not bad.
So I just caught that one, yeah. He didn't. Nicely bowled, across and wide and full. Always difficult to do too much with those, particularly when there's not too much pace on them.
No, it's a good angle. It's a real good angle at the back end of the innings, coming around the wicket into the pads, nice and full. Oh, Russ! I'm sure he would have been unhappy he didn't hang on to that one.
He probably saved 4 there, Mickey. Four balls, 3 runs. The runs were flowing. 170. That's a number the Dambulla Viiking need from here.
Underneath that one, but not enough. Hondo Russell has picked up a wicket. Now that is an important wicket because it's a dangerous partnership. Ali and Shanika.
Ali went across his crease to try and negotiate that angle better. He got a good piece of that. But look, it's almost on the crease, so Ali cannot get underneath it. He does well, but not well enough. Case Ahmed, even better. That's not an easy catch. But how easy is it for Andre Russell? Just amble in, get those Yorkers in, pick up wickets, break partnerships. This is a crucial one. He's broken Anwar Ali for 2, 149 for 6.
Three runs from the over so far. Last ball of the 18th. Short delivery. Gets that one through to the keeper. Oh, wide's called. That's not going to impress the big fella. Oh, a bit of a smile.
Was a late call from square leg. The umpire walked in and then suddenly stuck his hands out. Well, Case Ahmed very good and very lucky that he got his hands in front of his face too. 150 for 6. That wide bringing up the 150 for the Dambulla Viiking. Make that 151 for 6 at the end of the 18th over.
There's the Viking owner, Assistant Joshi, just moving around a little bit at the moment. Just getting a little bit anxious, I think. He would have liked to have seen a couple more runs than they've got. That over from Russell certainly has hampered things for them. 1 for 5 off Russell's first.
Wasn't his execution there so good? He knew exactly what he needed to do. Round the wicket, full and straight into the block hole.
Mind you, he's not bowled for a while.
Yeah, and that makes his execution even better. He followed the principle of the fast.
खेलना शुरू कर दीजिए पहले की तरह। आप जीत सकते हैं नकद राशि और ढेरों इनाम। हो जाइए विराजमान यहाँ हॉट सीट पर श्रीमान।
बस ये लो अभी।
मौका अभी भी है। प्रणाम।
Off the bat.
Yeah, he tried to go inside out, Smooth-on. Got it full. And too easy for Russell. Plucks an apple as he walks past. That's exactly.
Start of the last over. Russell it is. Wide and full is going to be the name of the game. He's not going to allow the batsman to get underneath his delivery. It's going to be Russell it is.
And his fitness and the fact that he's back to his bowling will give this Colombo Kings team a lot more options, make it a lot more stronger. have to say though, nice one.
Three now for 7. A little bit quicker, a little bit shorter, and a little bit higher, and he's going to have to bowl it again to wide.
And suddenly 180. He's back on the cards, and that'll be a very good score. That's Dasun Shanaka. Couldn't get underneath it.
I've heard the call of 2, but no chance.
On the money, that's the length that Andre Russell's looking for right at the end. Just to go back to that dismissal of Dasun Shanaka, what we saw with the ball previously went for 6, which was just a little bit shorter in length. And that one that he got out to, there we go, Yorker length, Andre Russell doesn't allow him to free the arms. But the one Dasun Shanaka eventually got out to, the length was a lot fuller there from Isuridara. It was a really good comeback.
Fine leg moved inside the circle, third man as well. Andre Russell has taken another catch. He's gone for the double play as well. I wonder if there's going to be a time when that's going to be introduced into T20 cricket.
Tried very hard. Pulina Taranga went right across his stumps and tried to scoop it. Could only find Russell. He's making an impact with the ball. With bat the other day, but in releasing the ball and catching the ball, he's been outstanding. Just the one delivery remaining in the innings. Malinda Pushpakumaro striking it well. He's at the non-striker's end. Pulina Taranga out for 4, 175 for 8.
Can they get one big shot to get past the 180 mark? Oh, it's gone over the top. No, it hasn't. It's gone to third man. Medina is the catcher. Andre Russell, I think, has enjoyed himself here. This has provided some incentive for him to bowl a bit later on. Big smile, some catches as well. Picked up some wickets. All he needs now is a few runs just to cap off a good day.
That's the magic of the man from Jamaica. Andre Russell, amazing. Just ended up there with 2 for 18 from his spell, and we saw some pace. I reckon he'll bowl a lot more as this competition goes on.
He can crank it up at any stage. His style of cricket, the way he moves, he can change gears at any given stage, and that makes him a lot more dangerous. Very unpredictable. Right option from Colombo, but the angle far too much to negotiate. But I'll say, after winning the toss and opting to bat first, Dambulla Viiking, if you told them at the toss 175, they'll be quietly happy.
Yeah, I think the track was certainly just a little bit difficult to play on initially. Andre Russell even brought out the guitar at the end of that innings. And I think the track's going to be better to bat on in the second part of this first of 2 games today. A couple of wickets for 18 runs for Andre Russell, a couple of catches as well. Did grass 1, so it could have been 3 catches. in just a nice little cameo with the ball, but that 175 I think is fine. They'll sit in that change room and think, yes, we could have done a little bit better, but I think they'll be quite happy with where they are at this stage, which means they've got to get some breakthroughs early.
Look, they've lost early wickets. They were 2 down for 3. From there to get to this position, I don't think they can complain.
Samit Patel is going to be a key player. He will get a little bit of purchase out of this surface as well once they get it back into the field. Let's look back at what happened with the Viking. You can see that they really struggled at the top. Digweller and Sterling, 1 apiece. Tarunga 25. You got 15 and 18 and 25 now throughout the tournament. So he needs to kick up a gear. Patel, 50 and a couple of 30s so far. His return again. He's also got to do some more work. Shanaka 56, played nicely, and in the end getting to that, mustering to that 175 for 9.
Matthews opened the bowling, picked up an early wicket. 1 for 14 for him. Isrudana, he usually bowls his 4 out. He's the go-to man. 3 wickets for him for 25. Dushmantha Chameera was good. The way he changed his pace and picked up a couple of wickets in the middle brought the Kings back into it. But Andre Russell, anything he touches turns to gold. 3 for 18.
Gee, they sure did use some bowlers, that's for sure. Last 5 overs, 54 runs are scored for the loss of 4 wickets, and that is what is required. They need 176 to win. The Colombo Kings are on a bit of a roll at the moment. They've played 2, they've won 2 so far. And of course, they're going to have 20 overs to get them in, and they need to go at a shade under 9 runs per over.
Welcome back to the MRI Cricket Stadium in Hambantota. We are at the halfway stage of match 7 of the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. Dambulla Viiking opting to bat first. They fought really hard to 175 for 9. Their captain yet again top scoring. But Colombo Kings, their bowling coming to the fore. Angelo Matthews will be pleased with that effort. And 175 should be a good target for them to chase. In terms of the highlights, first wicket strangled down the leg side, Roshan Dikwella. And then in the second over, Paul Sterling picked out the man in short mid-wicket. There was a bit of a partnership, Roshan.
Yeah, Samit Patel did prosper. But Dushmantha Chameera was good. He had the wicket of Upul Taranga. And he followed.
Hasn't bowled for a while, got it. And in his 2 overs, he picked up 3 wickets to close the innings off. Both himself, Usuru Odana, they were amongst the wickets. Along the way, the captain, Dasun Shanaka, got to a half century. And it was a good effort, despite losing wickets in clusters early on. Innings eventually ending. Dambulla Viiking 176. Oh. Openers making their way out. Laurie Evans had a good partnership with Andre Russell in the last match when they scored 96 of just 5 overs. Dinesh Chandimal will partner Laurie Evans.
3.8 required run rate. You've got to bat well. Dinesh Chandimal, outstanding knock in the very first game when the Colombo Kings went on to chase 219. That game was tied. Dinesh Chandimal off the past. That's what we saw, batting freely. Young Chandimal who burst onto the scene, playing shots, happy to take the bowlers on, and then we saw him go into a shell. So has he rediscovered that touch, that instinctive batting style that he grew up with?
Laurie Evans is his partner. I believe Chandimal is a man on a mission. He just wants to make sure that he comes back. But look at Laurie Evans. He's got good numbers, good average, very good strike rate as well. He's got 100. And Samit Patel, now I know that at the toss, Dasun Shanaka was emphasizing on the fact that he's playing 4 spinners, that he's going to kind of concentrate and depend a lot on the spinners. So let's see how the spinners bowl on this track.
Always a bit of a challenge as an opening batsman facing a spinner first up. Taken! That was punched back. He had to react, and so he did. One-handed stunner.
Stunner, all right. He reacted slightly late, but managed to get out there and stick that meat out. Now this is what you'll expect on this pitch, the ball to hold up a bit. Chandimal threw the shot very, very early. Oh yes, perfect size for that hand. Wicket off the first ball, just what they needed.
And to his right, which is his weak area. So Chandimal, rather unfortunate start, out for naught. Kings Not for one.
Twenty-six-year-old Tikshela Silva, new batsman.
But what the Dambulla Viking saw when they were batting, there was turn for Case Ahmed. Quick single, good early call, responded to Laurie Evans. It should encourage the Dambulla Viking to bowl slower and look for turn. Now, Samit Patel is a player who can throw with both hands, so you can't really say that that's his weak side.
Any coach will tell you when you're bowling, you've got to expect that ball coming to you. An opportunity for a catch. Drink partner of Lanka Premier League, Red Bull, Herschel Gibbs, attempting to get a few wings. Coach of this Colombo Kings team.
Slip in, man on the drive at short extra cover. That is to be expected. Another look at that outstanding catch by Samit Patel. Yeah, reacted late, but he was there. Swung away on the leg side. There's a man on the boundary. It's only a single.
Yeah, nice to watch. It's a nice feeling when you get a wicket like that early. Perfect from Samit Patel. Perfect size for that hand, that ball right in the middle. It's not popping out.
Right type of impetus for Dambulla Viking, the start of their bowling. But it's a brilliant end to the over for Colombo Kings. They will play with this type of flair. They've been unbeaten so far in the tournament. 1 over down, 6 for 1. .45 for 2 is what Dambulla Viking achieved at the end of the power play with the bat. How will Colombo Kings match that effort?
Kasun Rajda, Sri Lankan international cricketer, had a wonderful start to his T20 career against India, picking up wickets early. That was in Pune, that game.
Punch through mid-wicket. And it will run away to the boundary. It's a good start to the over for the Colombo Kings. On the pads, that's the mistake he made. It's a packed offside field. Just going down the leg side a little bit.
Let's appreciate the balance shown here by Laurie Evans. Head not falling over. Sometimes as an opener, you're a little bit anxious to get into position and you can easily fall over and not time deliveries that are straight on you. When you have to play through the onside, that will feel really good.
Can't blame Rajitha for that first delivery. He was looking for shape which never came. And he's that type of bowler, and as a fast bowler, you've got to try and give yourself a chance to see if you can get it to swing. Doesn't happen, then you get to react fast. But if you don't try, you will never know.
It's good to see him in the side. I was honestly surprised to see him sitting out in the first 2 games because he carries international experience. Mohammad Herat. What a record. Outstanding arm spinner. Served Sri Lanka cricket brilliantly. Going for that full length. Kasul Rajit is searching for some swing.
The first innings would have given this Dambulla Viking team a chance to see what the bowling approach should be when their turn come. And we saw that pace off the ball worked really well for Colombo Kings early up with the new ball. So I expect that there will be a few slower deliveries used in the power play. Very attacking field, slip in place.
Down to the man, it's taken. They've got the second wicket. And they've got two quick wickets. Tixila de Silva. Perfect start for the Viking. On the pads. For a moment it appeared to be clearing the ropes, but not to be.
Trying to just flick it. Paul Sterling takes it easy. Rajitha picks a wicket. Great start for the Dambulla Viking as Tixila de Silva departs for 5. Colombo Kings 11 for 2.
Angelo Matthews, the captain of Colombo Kings, will have his opportunity with the bat. 81, his highest score in T20s. What I'd like to see is some aggression to Angelo Matthews early on. We've seen him struggle a bit with good short deliveries.
Yeah, search for those wickets. Now even these 2 wickets will help the Dambulla Viking to probably get through another over and maybe manage those first 6 overs without too much damage. Risty didn't get enough. Third man in the circle, point goes out. Very important delivery for Kasul Rajitha.
Not a good note to end the over after getting a wicket. 9 runs from the over, 15 for 2 after 2. Boundary of the first delivery and the last delivery of the last over from Rajitha. 2 wickets, more importantly, for Dambulla Viking. We saw wickets fall in cluster in that first innings as well. First over, second over wicket, same here.
Malinda Pushpakumara replacing Samit Patel. A couple of lusty blows towards the end of that innings just pushed Dambulla Vikings to a more comfortable position. Very experienced first-class cricketer. He's played Test cricket for Sri Lanka. Lots and lots of wickets. My circle 11 champion shot. It's a favourable length for Kasul Rajitha. Test match length. He looks to swing it towards the slips. Got to pull it back. Just a wee bit.
Malinda Pushpakumara, of course, doesn't really fire the ball. He intends to flight it, goes a little bit slow through the air. Might be perfect on this track because he spinners bowling slow over, got a bit of turn. This is over the top. In the slot for Matthews. It was tossed up, looped, and it was easy pickings over extra cover.
I'm not quite sure this is the best plan to Angelo Matthews. He likes slow bowling. He will dominate, and more so it will give him an advantage because he's just come to the crease. That's when most batsmen are most vulnerable. And with that type of shot, you can already see that his confidence is high. He is willing to be aggressive.
He was very clever. He took his guard outside leg stump and already shaped to go over the top on the offside. That extra bit of room. The previous deliveries, Pushpakumara was bowling stump to stump and he was not getting that room. So that was very, very good and clever from Angelo Matthews. He knew where exactly he wanted to hit it. There you go. The adjustment slightly early.
That was in the slot. And again, more control. Stroke along the ground. 5 runs from the over, 20 for 2. Both teams at a similar position after 3 overs. Go short, go short. We spoke about that being a vulnerable area for Angelo Matthews.
And you got to do that early before he gets used to it. Well, folks, wherever you are in the world, take note. Before long, you'll be able to visit these parts, that's for sure. Plenty to see, plenty to enjoy, some beauty. Gets it over the top, gets enough. My 11th circle champion shot, Angelo Matthews. Trying to put pressure on the bowlers.
Matthews will enjoy that length. Garan, you were talking about being short, but this was full. And he was looking to hit it through the line. It was actually not full, just the back of a length. And he hit it on the up and hit it through the line. It's a boundary. Important Matthews, from a Colombo Kings point of view, the captain needs to fire.
Already showing his mindset, the captain of Colombo Kings. It's amazing how wins can add to your confidence as a team. Chance! Difficult one, had to stick.
Gee, I'm glad he's not done any damage to himself. But that hit him and almost carried to the circle. Slower ball from Kasun Rajita.
And you want to see a little more of the change-ups early in the innings. Wichita, he's got pace. Produced the opportunity but couldn't hold on.
Really slammed it back, Matthews. As Russell said, could have easily gone to mid-off.
Slower delivery and the wide one. So Matthews really having to stretch for it to try and make decent contact. Bottom of the bat.
Square leg in place. Willie goes short and aggressive. Goes length. Produces a dot delivery.
Anwar Ali couldn't do much with the bat, but he is a competitor. The Dambulla Viking will really need him with the ball. Andre Russell. Well, no one needs to say anything more about him. Ashan Priyanjan after Isrudana. They're decent. Got a few more batsmen who can come. Isrudana showed how good he can be with the bat against the Candid Tuskers, when we had all thought that the Tuskers had done enough.
And if you're a captain, you're thinking about getting Russell in early. When you speak to a guy like Andre Russell and you ask what's his best time to enter the innings in a T20 match, he says around the 12th, 13th over, when the game has already sort of taken shape and he could play with the freedom, the natural instinct. Slow delivery, should be one. This is good stuff. Very good stuff here from Rajitha. 25 for 2. Samit Patel will start his second over. Was successful in the first. Brilliant catch. Might have the opposition being a little more watchful against his bowling.
So just changing them around. One to Patel, one to Pushpakumar, and now back to Patel. And Patel very good at getting the batsman to hit to his field. That's what he's doing. It's not about bowling dot balls or maiden overs. It's about not going for many, and 6 and over at this stage. They will take it till they get to the 6th over. Then you can spread your field and maybe attack a little bit more with the spinners.
Now the Vikings also have Colombo, who's quite young, and if they are to utilize him by bowling all 4 overs, hopefully. The Russell at that stage. The likes of Sir Samit Patel carries plenty of experience. So is Malinda Pushpakumara. But these guys, particularly Colombo we've been talking about, is quite young. This is the first wicket. Chandimal.
Hammer down, that's decently hit. Didn't get to the pitch of it, but decided and committed to going through it. No turn, so it worked.
What I like about this My 11 Circle champion shot, Laurie Evans didn't try to put too much bottom hand and hit across the line of it. Opted to present the full face of the bat.
Followed him, very good from Patel. Now for Patel to really show that he's threatening to the batsman and bring doubt, it's got to somehow get one to turn. We haven't seen one turn from Samit Patel as yet. That will make the difference in where this game heads.
Goes for the sweep. Gets it off the sweet spot of the bat. And it goes for 6.
Tremendous shot. Just drifting onto the pads. The slog sweep, as they call it. We haven't really seen that amount of spin that Russell was talking about. It was just on the leg stump. 74 meters, that last ball of the over.
Wasn't aiming in that direction. He will get a single. 13 runs from the over. 39 for 2 after 5.
quick look at our broadcast partners around the globe: Sony, ITN, PTV. Wherever you might be watching this telecast, I hope you're enjoying today, and I hope you've enjoyed all the games so far. We've had some fun, that's for sure. Plenty of action, some terrific hitting. Best
big banana in swingers, changed his action, lost that, knows his limitations now, and ball within them.
Sure, our viewers in India are having a lot of fun watching this. They love their cricket obviously there, and they jump all over it, and they'll be jumping all over this My 11 Circle app as well. We're selecting their side, making up their team, sharing ideas with their friends on social media, playing the fantasy cricket game with their team. And of course this is a different team that's required today on this surface, so don't forget to download that app, my11circle.com. Dragged on the onside and out. That is an important wicket. He's 100% of this, man. He's into the attack and he's picked up a big one straight away.
It's a big scalp. If you talk about the perspective of the bowling side, they needed wickets, and they got a big fish. Angelo Matthews, who was looking dangerous, has been hauled out at mid-on.
Be very disappointed with it, Angela Matthews. Hold out there to mid-on. Angela Matthews out for 11 or 14, 40 for 3.
Also time for the strategic timeouts. because there's a serious player who's at the crease now, Andre Russell. I wonder what the strategy here is going to be. This is going to be fascinating to watch and see how they go against the big fella. Right behind that one, so that's normal pace. Opportunity to change the pace a little bit on this sort of surface.
Looking to make most of the last over of power play. Angelo Matthews got cramped, couldn't quite middle the ball, and the elevation wasn't there. An easy catch and a big wicket.
Dambulla Viiking had the Stallions yesterday, 4 for 36. 3 wickets down for 40 runs today against the Colombo Kings. Dambulla Vikings. Short delivery, mixing up the length. That's good to see. That's another area where you can bowl.
It was a good bouncer, good thinking from Anwar Ali. Yeah, that's a big question. How Russell is going to approach the game from here on. His side is under pressure. Is to make sure that not only he gives momentum to the innings, at the same time stay at the crease. Is it going to be a big ask from him?
About 7 minutes to 6 right now, and there's a light show again that's happening here in Hambantota. Beautiful sunsets here in this part of the world. Magnificent.
Red sky at night, shepherd's delight.
So 1 run only off this over so far and a wicket. There's a look at the damage that this bloke can cause. Strike rate of 170. Not that many games though. Goodness me. Change down in pace. Outstanding over. That is magnificent stuff. 6 overs gone, 41 for 3.
Come on, Kola!
That really is quite spectacular. Have a look at that. 135 more to win. There's our drone moving around as well, making sure we get a shot of it. Also in the background above the stand. Single taken. Andre Russell is on strike again.
This is Colombo to bowl. I'm really interested to see how Andre Russell plays this from here. We know that he likes to come in normally in overs 12 or 13. He's got a lot of batting to do here for them to win this game. Going to be interesting to see his method.
Power play done, 6 overs, 41 for 3 in this power play. Clearly part of the plan with the spinners they selected before this game to get the spinners operating with Andre Russell when he does come to the crease. He pongos some of the seamers around the place.
Well, talent like Russell, plenty of overs to do the job. So get the 4-2. Be defensive for a little while. Get the measure of the pitch. Make sure he gets his eye in. And from there on, he can really do a serious damage.
I'm just not sure that's in his DNA. He likes to go from the word go.
Just a little bit of interaction there between Samuel Patel and Andre Russell. And Dick Weller's never far away from a smile and a chat. Two men back, long off and long on in position. And that's a solid strike. That's gone for 4. There is a sweeper on the offside, but he knew exactly where he wasn't.
You can't afford to do that, especially when you're bowling at Russell. If you get off the right line and length, he's going to punish you. He saw the opportunity, bounced it, and the ball pinged at the middle of the bat and disappeared to the fence.
With the field that he's got, that's exactly the ball that you can't bowl. Got protection on the leg side. There's a man at deep backward square, man at deep mid wicket, fairly straight, and also long on. Got a ball bowling straight to him. Now that's high. It might be out. It is out. That is absolutely massive. That is a huge wicket. Andre Russell has gone. Look at the smiles from the boys in the Viking team.
He's a star, isn't he? Getting rid of Russell early in the piece, always a big scout. He just cannot believe that he faltered in executing that stroke.
He would normally have been looking to that. He hit that one over the boundary rope. Hazy, you spoke about the field setting just before that. Short, he had protection out on the leg side. Andre Russell, 5 of 6, 45 for 4.
Right, now here's a little bit of a test for the Colombo Kings. They've lost their star. Sean Priyanjan is now in the middle. 83 games. Highest score is 108. I'm trying to work out how he mishit that. I can't quite work it out.
He's only human. Just been proven. Yeah, getting on the splice of the bat. Not quite middling it. Nicely held.
So the spinner against Andre Russell has done the business. Now that's something that's going to be travelling around the rest of these teams over the next little while. Viking owner will be delighted, I'm sure, with what he's just seen. That's backward a square and nicely played. Using the pace of the ball, boundary off the last ball, 7 gone, but a massive wicket off the over. 49 for 4. So Dambulla Viking have done it again. They've made some serious inroads into a big team right at the top. 49 for 4 now, the Kings. Stallions are on the receiving end yesterday, but it was the skipper, Tisara Pereira, who played magnificently for his 97, which steered them home in the end. Patel.
Potentially a good move here. Shanaka, after producing a timely knock, 56. He's making some good changes. Nicely worked away. Only a single.
Here we go, gone deep in the crease, Ashan Prayajan. He's preyed on there on a little bit of width and hit that for 4. Dasan Shanaka looking to use his spinners here just to get through his overs, very quickly. Very good move by the captain.
Diguela's alert. He's asking the question. It is a wide. You can get stumped off a wide. It is going upstairs as well. I'll have to watch this back foot very closely.
Foot down, definitely foot down, not out. But Dicker will always be having a go from behind the stumps. Very, very good hands he has. Very sharp.
Needs my glasses maybe.
No, Sami.
Singles aren't going to hurt Dambulla Viiking. In fact, they'll be happy to concede those singles. Good job for the bowlers at the moment, since the opposition under pressure deny them the boundaries.
It means that Laurie Evans got some serious work to do here. Not too much to come after this partnership. The original rate required was 8.8. It's now going up to 10. So there's no dramas as far as that's concerned, but they've lost their top guns.
Yeah, they have that, Hazy, and the spinners now will just put the squeeze on. That run rate will keep going up, and so rightly you said, a lot on Laurie Evans' shoulders. This is a big partnership for them because there's only a Suru Dana to come afterwards.
So they need 10, but they got 5 off that over. Tight stuff from Patel, 54 for 4.
Colombo down to that one. Jaya.
On the bounce.
He showed some good control, has Colombo Gay. A little bit of purchase, and he's bowled at a fairly good pace.
The thing that Colombo Gay's got in his favour is he knows that the batsmen are going to look to get after him because they need to step on the gas here. 10.23 required now. Need to get certainly a boundary early in the over. That will just settle the nerves a little bit. See how the rest of the over plays out from that. Don't have to do anything too extreme. Same field on the leg side they had for Andre Russell, cow corner, and also a mountain long on, and a deep backward square leg. There's a man at long off also. Comes into play.
He's getting more and more into his work now. We can see he's starting to get that loop just a little bit higher. There's a little bit more revs on the ball. He's certainly getting a little bit more confident.
Lucky there. I tell you what, it's quite interesting at the top of his mark. He certainly gives that ball a bit of a flick in the hands, doesn't he? I'm expecting to go flying over his left shoulder.
Yeah, interesting run up and the action. So far he has shown some good control. Just for the singles, batters, they really have to take their chances.
Andre Russell dragged down. He would have said he got lucky. Andre Russell splicing it, getting it on the top of the bat, and very well taken out in the deep. Oh, he's really, really pumped with that. So is captain Ois Shah, coach rather, Ois Shah.
So that's another good over. 5 from it only. That will go up again, that required rate. 59 for 4.
Heyman, can we have a look at that wicket once again? Andre Russell's, please.
Bottom line's the read. That's what's important. 117 required from 66 balls.
Yeah, the pictures we saw in the previous over when Dambulla Viiking picked up the wicket, and that was the reaction from the coach. You actually think the coach would have asked the leg spinner to bowl a long hop and you should be able to pick up the wicket of Russell?
It's all part of the plan, Sahel. All part of the plan.
Just got enough bat on that to drag it around. Bit of perspective for you. The Viking side was 79 for 3 at the same stage.
He's a legend of the game. Rangna Herath, a conventional left-arm spinner who troubled most of the batsmen around the world. Top performer.
Bit of an old-fashioned spinner, wasn't he? But gee, he was terrific.
The spinners getting through the overs, getting through them very quick, and that run rate mounting up now. Something's got to happen very soon. One of these two batsmen have got to take a chance.
Down the ground hard. How hard has it gone? Has it gone far enough? No, it hasn't. It's another wicket. They've lost their 5th now. Gee, what a performance by the Viking team. This is sensational stuff for them against the Colombo Kings.
Whichever the bowler Shanaka has used has responded well in the very first over. Most of the bowlers have picked up wicket in their first over, and nicely judged catch. Didn't have to move, get underneath it quite nicely and grabbing it. His contribution, Priyanjan's 11. It's a harrowing situation for Colombo Kings now. It's 63 for 5.
SRILANKA. He certainly can wield the willow. Likes hitting a big ball. That's the end of the over. 4 runs from that, and also a wicket. 10 overs gone, halfway mark, work to be done. 63 for 5.
Requirement is 113 of 60. Colombo continues. Slog sweep. Straight away. It's gone the distance. So good start to the over for Evans. It's a 6 off the first ball. They need a few meaty blows like that to get out of this hole they're in. That's another look at it. It didn't spin much. And it went the distance. 69 for 5. Good start to the over.
Yeah, it is, and they have to do it very often. In the air once again, and the dose has been repeated. Well, Colombo Kings, they have lost a lot of territory, and to regain, we have to see plenty of these. That's good heading. Evans, he has to take the game in his hands from here on.
Sensible batting by Evans. I think we spoke about it once before, trying to repeat sixers, but instead 2 sixers and then the single, just trying to milk the bowling.
Having the right tempo for an innings is important in T20 cricket. You don't want to overkill. A little bit of byplay. I'm sure good friends off the field.
Velisur Udana batting at number 7. He's there because Malinda Pushpa Kumara managed to scalp another one. Very good catch in the deep. Almost at the edge of the boundary. Angelo Pereira, his second good catch. One thing that the Dambulla Viking has done well is to get through their overs quickly with the spinners. At a time when there is pressure and dot balls, suddenly find spinners just going through, and you wouldn't realize that you used up so many overs. And I believe that's exactly what they're doing at the moment. This over, yeah, it's given away 14 runs, but otherwise it's been excellent.
Not allowing a lot of time for the batsman to think what should be done in this situation, and everything has worked for Dambulla at the moment. After 11, 78 for 5.
.78 for 5, 98 of 54, 98 of 9 overs. Malinda Pushpa Kumara, he's into his 3rd over. He's brilliant figures, 1 for 9 of 2. One thing about him is the guile that he has. He's very good with his loop. Not a big spinner, but he changes it up, his loop. And he bowled well to Ashan Priyanjan. Tends to alter the length, works with the pace, the angles, brings it in, and eventually this is what happened.
He's got high arm action, and to be able to create that angle with left arm is incredible. He's cramping the batsman, not allowing them to free their arms. Doing a very good job.
Pace variations, something we've spoken about. His left arm angle and the fact that the surface is allowing a little bit of turn. Required rate 11.4. That is something that Laurie Evans will be mindful of. At least 1 boundary in the over, turn the strike over, keep within touching distance. Crucial in this run chase.
Yeah, slower you bowl as a spinner on this surface, more chances you have to excel.
I think this surface is better than 6.97 runs and over. It's about the way the batsmen have approached, the way they have picked their shots. You spoke about Russell's dismissal. So when things like that happen, the pressure, when it gets to you, the spinners start to bowl well, and then things starts to happen. Punt for 4. Evans continuing to enjoy himself. He's moving along quickly. He's now 49 of 27. 4 4s and 3 6s.
See, that stroke is indicative of the fact this pitch, it's still good for batting. A huge shout. Umpire is not interested. He was very certain the ball is going away from the leg stump. After 12, it's 84 for 5.
Well, there's an award for the most valuable player of the tournament, the My 11 Circle most valuable player of the tournament. Danushka Gunatilaka at the moment, right on top. But 4 others closely on his heels. So Isurudana's role will be to try and help Evans, just make sure that he keeps that end going. It's not for him to try and hit sixers, but it's about to milk the bowling, rotate the strike. Let Evans go.
Now take it deep. Take it deep. He's doing well. Evans, he's relying on cricketing strokes and he's excelling, and that's his 50. A very good knock from him under pressure.
Came at the start of the innings and he's still there, providing a lot of hope. He's lost 5 wickets around him. 3 6s, 5 4s. Doesn't look flustered at all. Anything short, he's been punished.
This is Pulina Taranga. This is the 4th spinner in the side. More of an all-rounder. Tikvalla got a bit excited, but Laurie Evans, excellent knock. He played a lone hand here. Goes straight down the ground. He's clearing the boundary with ease. That's his 4th 6.
I like the area that he's choosing to go big. Straight, he's not looking to go very square. Sees a lot of value in hitting with the full face of the bat. Doing it quite effectively, Laurie Evans.
Now, whenever he decided to go after the bowler, he went after the bowler with a lot of conviction and certainty. And also, he got committed to the stroke fully. That's why he's excelling. He missed out. He's cross with himself. Ball in. Now, this is not the first time we have seen. Every time a new bowler has been introduced, managed to pick up a wicket for his side and the captain.
Look at Ranganahera, obviously disappointed. This is a huge wicket because Laurie Evans, you were speaking about how important that he needs to carry on. And just attempting to hit against the spin. Pulina Taranga, not a big turner, but he's done the job. And Evans out for 59. It's 95 for 6.
Case Ahmed with a big responsibility. When a partnership was developing with Udana and Evans, Evans lost his wicket. Wrong time, you would say, for Colombo Kings to lose a wicket. Still 81 from 42 required. And sometimes in T20 cricket, the pressure of the situation could get to you. Laurie Evans recognizing that it was important to get boundaries every over. He went for a 6 first, well executed, kept his shape, presented the full face of the bat. And then if you make a wrong decision, as he did on this occasion, playing across the line, you pay the price.
Yeah, it's almost the same length. It's about where he wanted to hit it. His first option of going over the top was perfect. Good point, Darren, you made.
The line was different. The bat bowler was targeting the off stump. Good spot, Darren. Disappointment for Colombo Kings.
Udana has a big responsibility. He was very good with the bat in that first game when Colombo Kings needed to chase 219. Brought them back into the game when we had a super over. So his confidence will be high from a batting point of view. He picked up wickets as well. Can he repeat?
In that particular game, Chandimal made a huge difference. Today, he got out of the first ball, and that was a huge dent. And that had the Dambulla Viiking dander up. From there on, they've been in charge of the proceeding. In the air, taken. Another wicket for the left armour.
Dasun Shanaka, the catcher. Everything going right for the Viking, Dambulla Viking, that is. You spoke about Udana and going off a leading edge. Lot to do with the pace Pushpa Kumar bowls. He's so slow through the air, but good loop. And Udana playing a little bit too early.
A little bit of turn as well. Turn proving to be a challenge. Batsmen not adjusting. Udana goes for 5. More trouble for the Kings. 99 for 7.
Damika Prasad, I can tell you that he's a really hard-working player. Was out with injury. Thumped through extra cover. He'll bring up the 100. But another good over by Pushpa Kumar, who finishes his spell. 2 for 19 of 4. It's 100 for 7. Impressive performance by the Dambulla Viking. Mind you, after losing badly in their previous game. This is Pulina Taranga. And up against one of the top teams, an unbeaten team, the Colombo Kings.
and also showing a lot of character when they were batting. After opting to bat first, they lost quick wickets, but their captain kept on plugging away with the job, made sure that his team gets to a fighting total, and he had that belief that if his team is able to get 170, they can do the job through their spinners. Proved to be right.
Yeah, seem to be challenging situations and adverse situations is getting the best out of Dasun Shanaka as a captain batsman, because you pointed out the fact that they were in trouble. So Dasun Shanaka did come in, and this is exactly what you would expect from a Sri Lankan international player playing in the LPL, playing for a franchise. Good work.
Yeah, good presence of mind to make the adjustment to ensure that he wasn't stumped down the leg side, leg by signal.
It was presence of mind from the bowler as well. He saw the batsman coming out of the crease, bowled it wide, and then good pad work from Aftab. That's what you see.
But
from a hockey goalkeeper.
But the question is, did he offer a stroke? Deliberate padding. Now, is that allowed? See, the point is, he wouldn't allow a run for that deliberate padding unless you're taking evasive action.
We have to see the replay once again. Was there any intention to bring the bat close to that ball or not?
No chance, Amir. No intentions whatsoever.
Struggle continues. Dambulla Viiking spinning a web around Colombo Kings. Required rate approaching 14 now. And a dot delivery ends a very, very good over. Only 5 runs from it. 105 for 7.
Running out of time, 5 overs remaining and 3 wickets in hand. That's the important thing. As far as Dambulla Viiking is concerned, the Kings are in trouble. They've played 2-1-2 so far. The Kings have been a form side.
Yeah, it's the spinners, Hazy, that have done the job here. They've come on and they've just squeezed, and they've squeezed well. This might just be the reality check. You know, sometimes when you've got 2 wins on the bounce, you just need something just to bring you back down to reassess where you are as a team.
A little bit wider, slapped. Slap for 4. So they need a boundary early in the over.
Yeah, they do that. They definitely do need that boundary early in the over, but still a hell of a lot to do for the Colombo Kings.
They've got to go at over 14 runs and over. It's going to be some doing if they can get there. Out by some distance. Off come those Zing bails. Tidy from Dick Weller. Patel picks up another wicket. He's always in the game, Patel. That's one of the great benefits of him as a player. Whether he's got a bat in his hand or whether he's bowling these left-arm orthodox deliveries, he's always in the game and in with a chance.
Yeah, he is that. A very, very good cricketer is Samit Patel. Come down to Mika Prasad, head in the air, missed that completely, and Nirishan Dikwela isn't going to miss that stumping opportunity. Tamika Prasad out for 7 off 6, 109 for 8.
Gee, trouble now for the Kings, that's for sure. Viking will be very, very pleased right now, and they'll have a chance just to have a bit of a chat about things, because it is strategic timeouts. That's done. Strategic timeout is done. So 109 for 8. 2 wickets they need, the Dambulla Viking side, to wrap things up here. What will be a terrific win.
Oh, yes.
Huge wicket looking back at this game was that wicket of Andre Russell when they picked up a couple of wickets very early, then kept just chipping away, and then Russell the big one. This is the last one to go down.
Head up in the air from Damika Prasad. The ball did turn a little bit, and Nirishan Dikwela very, very tidy behind the stumps.
Full face of the bat as that's just pushed down towards the long off region.
Yeah, Qais Ahmed batting there. Dushmanjit Chameera can bat a little bit. He needs to be in with a real batsman though in order to see his full value.
Domestic shout from Samit Patel. I think he knew it as well. That was a very good over. 6 from it and a wicket. Nelson for 8. Should be stopped? No, it's not. Just skipped off the turf.
Very good shot that out. A very good shot before there from Qais Ahmed. There we go, Mr. Ravan Wickramaratne, the Vice President Domestic of Sri Lankan Cricket and the Tournament Director. He's done a wonderful job here.
A bit of a smile on his face too. That's nice to see. He's happy with the way things are going. This is a win, or will be a win for the Viking team, which will make a big difference to the table too. High and handsome and 6.
Very good shot there from Qais Ahmed. Come down the wicket and let his hands go through the ball, float, drag down, just length. Qais Ahmed running down the wicket and really giving that a good biff. He's hit it well, gone for 6. 121 for 8.
That's his region, leg side. He'll try and do it again. He does try again, and he's going to be out this time. Yeah. He is out this time. So another wicket falls. Colombo Kings, I think, will be a little bit concerned about the way things have unfolded tonight. Qais Ahmed is the latest to go.
Yeah, Taranga doing the job for Shanos Danaika, and he just didn't get down to the pitch there, Hazy. Not at the pitch of the ball at all. Caught out at long on. Qais Ahmed 14 off 9, 121 for 9, the Colombo Kings. Not at the pitch of the ball there at all for Qais Ahmed. Really good catch out there in the deep.
There's the My 11 Circle champion fan of the day. He's pretty happy with the way things have unfolded, obviously. Clearly behind the Viking team. That scoots away for a boundary.
And this is where the Dambulla Viking, they don't want to be untidy now. Get the job done. Oh, the fan's really happy. I reckon that My Circle fan must be a Dambulla Viking.
at the moment. Early in the game, not so sure.
1 wicket to get.
But well played. They got a big beating yesterday, the Dambulla Viiking. They bounced back, they made changes to the team, come out with a better plan, loaded the team with spinners and relied on them. Kind of gone through their roles quite neatly, you could say.
Diguela likes that. Celebrating. It is going upstairs. Had a bit of a think about it, decided to go upstairs. Diguela likes it a lot. A little bit of a giggle from him also as he skipped past the stumps.
I reckon if Diguela likes it, it's going to be pretty tight, pretty close. He's got great hands, Niroshan Diguela, a very, very good keeper. He's dragged it, he's dragged it, he's dragged it. No, I think he's just got back. What do you guys think?
Nothing to think, Mickey, that's not out.
Yeah, a spike. The spike got in and the rest of the boot got in before the bails left the groove, before those bails lit up properly. Going to see green. That's my call. Yep. What were you saying about Diguela and saying he was going to be out?
Yeah, I was just saying, Niroshan Diguela generally knows when it was close or not, and it was fairly close. I just think he got a little bit overexcited. I like how tight he is behind the stumps, though.
So what do you say is the best gloveman around at the moment?
Diguela is the best gloveman around at the moment, without a doubt, in Sri Lanka.
Start of over number 18. Bit of pace on to the bat, and that's gone for one bounce for. That's a My 11 Circle champion shot.
Good shot there from Joshi Tamira. Really good shot to greet Kasunajita. The one thing that they've just got to be a little bit scared of here, a little bit short, picked it up on length and hit it over mid-wicket. Just to get back to what I was saying is, you don't need a big loss at this time. You know, teams often start thinking about net run rate the later the tournament gets on. When if you're thinking it from game 1 or 2, it can make a significant difference at the back end of the comp.
But how the game goes right now, can you pick a player on the fact that he's just a good keeper only? Or is that also an all-rounder's position? When I say that, batting and keeping becomes an all-rounder's position. Too much bounce for Kasunrajita, trying to respond with aggression towards Chamira.
To answer that for you, Russ, it's a specialist position for me. The wicket keeper is a specialist position. Your best keeper should keep, and it's great if he can bat. Niroshan Diguela can obviously bat. KJP can bat. We've got a lot of options in that regard. But you want your best keeper. If you have a strategy of bowling with an attacking spinning, with attacking spinners, you certainly want your best keeper behind the stumps.
You're talking about even in T20, right? Anwar Ali getting out the slide in the deep.
Yeah, I am talking about T20 as well, because I'll take you back to earlier in the Dambulla Viiking innings when Dinesh Chandimal missed Darshan Shanaka early in his innings. That was very, very crucial in the context of the game.
That's what's given the Viking, Dambulla Viking, a score to defend, score to bowl at. But obviously Diguela needs to get his batting right, so crucial at the top of the order. Lots of soft dismissals. He stuck himself an extra eye. Diguela is like a Diguela.
Yeah, without wanting to labour that point there for too long, Russ, yes, he does. And Niroshan Diguela will know that he needs runs, because we, and I'm talking from a Sri Lankan point of view, have lots of options with our keeping position. the thing that Nirishan Dikwela brings is he's certainly our best keeper. He can score runs, he's dangerous with the bat, and by his own admission, he'd want to be a lot more consistent.
But this win, most likely for the Dambulla Viking, is good for the tournament. One of the favourites, Colombo Kings, looking so good, so strong, suddenly blown away.
Another favourite playing later on. Double-headed today, of course. Stallions are up again later on. So the Colombo Kings have got their work cut out. 41 required from 13. So this is a little bit of an upset. And I'd suggest that the Jaffna Stallions are favourites for that one against the Candy Tuskers, but you never know. Both sides actually won their last games. Sweeper on the offside, doesn't get close. All across the turf for 4, big over, 12 from it, 139 for 9. Couple of overs left. 37 required. So this has got to be a really big over. Got to try and make sure they don't just need to go at 18 on the last over.
Yeah, we've got that beehive there. You can see the wicket-taking balls from the spinners today. Mostly clustered around off-stump, middle and off-stump. And a lot of them have been caught out in the deep on the leg side. Turning and hitting against the spin, which is always a dangerous option, which just shows to me that there has been a little bit of purchase in the wicket.
Ali, second over. Oh, he's a bit unlucky there. Bottom edge, dragged past the off stump and goes for 4. His first over, by the way, was good. Ali picked up a wicket, conceded just 2 runs.
We can say whatever we like. Dushmanta Chamira will say that's a my 11 circle champion shot, he'll say.
Just before we get on to the next point, I think Kashan Rajita's come back and bowled really well today. I know that last ball he bowled from his third over went for a 4, but 3 overs, 1 for 27. I think he's had a really good outing in his first game for the Dambulla Viking.
Oh, that's beautifully bowled.
You mentioned a little bit of purchase. And in general, that's all you need. Bit of purchase, some deviation or variation in pace or bounce, and then there's doubt in the batsman's mind. The moment you get that in, it's game on. There's battle between bat and ball.
Ali, I reckon, will be a little bit confused about what's happened today. As I said, his first over went for 2 and he picked up the wicket of Angelo Matthews. And now he's only just started his second over. So he bowled his first over terrifically and then had to sit on the sidelines pretty much until over number 19. That's one bounce and that's gone for 4.
I think a lot of that, Hazy, had to do with the fact that they got their spinners through the overs, particularly there through the middle, and they just squeezed.
Isn't going to help Ali though.
No, it's not, and nor is that shot. That's a really, really good shot there from Chamira. Was that Chamira? Yeah, very good shot, Dushi. He's played it well. Very good shot over extra cover. I told you, Hazy, I thought he could bat when he came in.
Yeah, Hazy, when the spinners have the choke on, it's very difficult to go away from that.
Is it going to be out? Yes, it is going to be out. That's a really good catch. That is an outstanding catch. So Amar Ali has been rewarded. He's picked up his second wicket, and that is a terrific victory. Dambulla Viking can be really pleased with this performance. They're up against the Colombo Kings. They would have been a little bit shell-shocked yesterday. Tesara Pereira just blitzed them all over the place, but they've bounced back beautifully.
Pulling a Taranga. That's been the commitment today. Fielding has been good from the Dambulla Viking. They've taken their catches, some very good ones too. This could be the last one, but still you want to be maintaining those high standards. Very, very impressive from the Dambulla Viking. And that's the star, Dasun Shanaka, the captain.
They've been very good today, Russ. They've been outstanding. I think they got their plans right, they got their team selection right, and their execution has been superb. Very good all-round day for the Viking.
Won the toss. Surprised us a little bit because there was a bit of moisture, but Dasun Shanaka, he knew exactly what he was doing all the while. Strong team, Colombo Kings. Found short. Andre Russell, Angelo Matthews, Laurie Evans of course went on to make a 59, but it was basically a lone battle. The spinners who were picked by the Dambulla Viking, first game in fact, not a lot of experience, but they did the job.
They sure did. I think that was the big difference. Obviously some serious thinking going on behind the scenes and a reset of things. So this has been a really good performance from the Viking team. The Kings will be disappointed, but they've got some seriously good players. Serious good players in that Colombo Kings side won't be too perturbed. They will know that they can get back pretty quickly and play at the strength that they need to play at as we look back at their innings. And all out for 147. Evans the top scorer, 59 off 33. But if you look down that entire list, you can see that there's no one has got in past the 20 mark. So that's been disappointing apart from Evans, really. So that's where they'll need to have a bit of a chat to make sure that the batsmen kick in and get some runs, even though it was turning, even though the conditions are a little bit different.
Colombo Kings caught in a web. Spin, spin, spin. Samit Patel, 2 wickets. Malinda Pushpakumar, a couple. Colombo Gate, Taranga, all amongst the wickets. They bowled really well. Batting first, the Dambulla Viking, 175 for 9. We always knew it was a fighting score. It given them a chance. Dasun Shanaka, 56. Samit Patel, 30. Their names feature all over the place. 3 for Russell, 3 for Udana. Colombo Kings could only manage 1 for